Hallo en het is still middag. Goedemiddag. Ik heet Femergena. Ik ben terug met een andere non-monolingual and multicultural stream. Hello and good evening. My name is Femergena and I am back with another non-monolingual and multicultural stream. And happy Halloween. Happy Samhain. This is actually one of my favorite days of the year. I guess it's probably almost everyone's favorite day of the year, depending, I guess. This is my favorite day of the year, really. Yeah. I think I like this day better than my birthday. Nate? Yeah. And I see the grapplers are there. Grobbles, not grapples. Closed captioning is hilarious, Nate. Wait, they typed Nord. They typed a Dutch word.
It doesn't make any sense.
It's English Canadian. This is play my songs. Alright. Okay, enough about that closed captioner. It always makes me laugh. It doesn't show things right for me. Never. Yes. Today is Halloween. And also, for some people, it's considered Samhain. And let's switch the scene over. I'm gonna talk a little bit about Halloween and Samhain. I know some of this stuff, but I may have forgotten some of the more fine details in the facts. Halloween, it's also known as Samhain to some people because the origins come from Celtic cultures, Celtic folk tradition, I would say. It's a harvest festival. Yes, indeed. I'm just looking at Wikipedia there, and it is a harvest festival. It would be in the Celtic calendar. I don't know if anybody knows about the Celtic calendar. It's called the Colony calendar after where they found it. But on the Celtic calendar, there's probably, I would say, generally 3 harvest festivals. This is what I've learned, by the way. This is what I've learned. I'm not making things up. I mean, it's just what I learned. There's 3 harvest festivals according to the Celtic calendar. It is also referred to now as Colony calendar because there was a 2nd century Celtic calendar found in 1897 in Colony, France. It is a lunar solar calendar. It's actually a lunar solar calendar. Similar to other lunar solar calendars out there like Chinese, and I think hi Mike, how's it going? I think Muslims also use it. Oh shoot, I don't have my chat up on this screen here. How's it going, Mike? How are you? We're doing Celtic languages today, only Celtic languages. Yay! Hey for Halloween. Yes, do we have Halloween emotes at all? I don't know. Yeah. Anyways, I forgot. Grobbles get hugs. By the way, Ravenfall is back. Ravenfall is back, everyone. You're good? Do you have lots of work to do? So, according to the Celtic calendar, there are 3 harvest festivals. The first one would be in August, around early August. Modern day time period, you probably pin it at like August 1st, but probably around, and because it's a lunar solar calendar, it's based off of well, you're gonna use astrology. We're gonna use the astrology here. You based off of what would be the first harvest festival was in August, early August, so that would be about 15 degrees Leo, which is just the shorthand of saying what position the sun is in longitude in the sky, 15 degrees Leo. Leo being, Leo's the 8th sign? No, wait. No, Leo's not the 8th sign. Leo's the 5th sign, right? So 5 times 30 is 150, 15, 165 degrees longitude in this when the sun is at 160. Am I doing the math right? Aries, Taurus, Gemini, Cancer, Leo. Leo's 5th sign. Yeah. 5 times 30 is 150 plus 15. Yeah, 165 degrees in the sky is about when the sun is about 165 degrees longitude in the sky is about when the first harvest festival would occur in August. And that would be the first one. And it was called Lunasa. It was called Lunasa. Okay. Actually, I'm going to post these links in chat for anyone who's a big nerd and a geek. That's the Colony calendar. That's the Celtic calendar I'm talking about. But Lunasa also is a harvest festival. Yes, marking and it's the first one, marks the beginning of the harvest season. Now, the second harvest festival would be in, actually, wait, what do we call it now? Would be after that, in September, during the brain on cooldown. Why brain on cooldown? During the autumn equinox is when the second harvest festival happens. And so the autumn equinox is according to the solar calendar, is when day and night are about equal length. And that would, I'm used to calling it harvesttide, but it's probably not on Wikipedia. It's in something, what? Hey, harvesttide is mentioned in a video game. But anyways, it's really the autumn equinox would be the second harvest festival. Summer. It doesn't have anything about autumn equinox. Oh man. Oh, September equinox. Cultures, calendars. Let me see. They don't really mention anything. Why? What's wrong with you? There we go. Yeah, the traditional harvest festival in the United Kingdom was celebrated on the Sunday of the full moon closest to the September equinox. Yeah. And then there's this. In the southern, the northern has some varieties, paganism, adapt autumn equinox traditions. So that would be the second harvest festival. Kind of makes sense, considering the geographical locations where the Celts lived. That makes sense. Now, the third harvest festival, that's today, or around this time. Samhain is the third harvest festival, according to the Celts. So that's what we got. That's the origins of Halloween. All right, but we can look at modern Halloween. Let's see. This is classically what is taught to everyone, I think. Also known as All Halloween, All Hallows Eve, or All Saints Eve, is a celebration observed in many countries on October. Yeah, this is factual. Observed in many countries on October 31st, the eve of the Western Christian festival of All Hallows Day. It begins the observance of All Hallowtide, in the time of the liturgical year dedicated to remembering the dead, including saints, hallows, martyrs, and all the departed. Yeah, that's the Christian telling about what Halloween is. But add sirens. Thank you, Mike. 411 bad sirens. One theory holds that many Halloween traditions were influenced by Celtic harvest festivals. you could probably read about Celtic culture if you look up anthropology books about the Celts. I believe there's one. Who wrote it? I can't remember who wrote it. It's actually a small book. I haven't actually read it. It's actually interesting. It's an anthropology book. Anthropology. This one. Well, this one's actually good. I think, did I read that? I don't know. I don't think I read that one either. That's a newer book about the Celts. There was an older one. There was an older one actually written by an anthropologist. Trying to find it. Nate, do you remember which one I was talking about?
No.
I'll have to dig it up some other time in case anyone's interested. Anyways, this one, I do have this one, and I don't think I've actually finished reading this one. This is the Celts history. I don't think he's an anthropologist though. But there is one written by an anthropologist. So here's a good book about the Celts. Anyways, so going back to this. So I think some of those resources will talk about the Celtic harvest festivals. So influenced by Celtic harvest festivals, particularly the Gaelic festival Samhain, which are believed to have pagan roots. Celts. Does everybody know who the Celts are? Okay, just in case people don't know who the Celts are. Celts, not Celts. I know, there's a basketball team called the Boston Celtics. Don't call Celts Celtics. It's a K sound, okay? And this thing about harvest festivals, just probably a general Wikipedia article about the harvest festivals. Yeah, North America, Canada, US have Thanksgiving, blah 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 blah. Yeah. Anyways. Okay, the Gaelic festival Halloween, which and the other harvest festivals are believed to have pagan roots. Some go further and suggest that Samhain may have been Christianized as All Hallows Day, along with its Eve, by the early church. Other academics believe Halloween began solely as a Christian holiday, being the vigil of All Hallows Day. Yeah, I've looked up more sources. Celebrated in Ireland and Scotland for centuries, Irish and Scottish migrants brought many Halloween customs to North America in the 19th century. And that's how North Americans got the Halloween tradition. And then through American influence, Halloween spread to other countries by the late 20th and early 21st century. And that explains how it spread around the world. Yes, we all know about Halloween trick-or-treating. Gàidhlig and souling. Let me refresh my memory on this. In Scotland and Ireland, Gàidhlig, children going from door to door in disguise, is traditional and a gift in the form of food, coins, or apples or nuts for the Halloween party. In more recent times, chocolate is given out to the children. The tradition is called Gàidhlig because of the disguises or costumes worn by the children. In the West Mid-Scots dialect, Gàidhlig is known as, am I reading this right? Gaeilge. Halloween masks are referred to as false faces in Ireland and Scotland. While Gàidhlig has been recorded in Scotland in the 16th century, a more contemporary record of Gàidhlig at Halloween in Scotland is in 1895, where masqueraders in disguise, carrying lanterns made out of scoped out turnips, visit homes to be rewarded with cakes, fruit, and money. Okay, there's more here, but I'm not going to read the rest of that. Those are just like... Alright. So, that's actually funny. In Ireland, kids in their masks and costumes would commonly say, "Help the Halloween party" at the doors of homeowners. That would be about in the 1950s. Growing up in Derry, Northern Ireland in the 1960s, Michael Bradley recalls, I don't know who Michael Bradley is. They should have had a link here. Recalls kids asking, any nuts or apples? Yeah, it's always trick or treat, right? So I think I knew about this, that before kids used to do tricks. Now the trick or treating can be have gotten a little weird. Okay, the souling is a Christian practice carried out during All Hallowtide and Christmastide with origins in the medieval era. I should never knew about that. England. Souling is an English festival according to Gregory 2010. Souling involved a group of people visiting local farms and cottages. The merrymakers would sing a traditional request for apples, ale, and soul cakes. The songs were traditionally known as Soulers' songs and were sung in a lamenting tone during the 1800s. Sometimes adult Soulers would use a musical instrument. Interesting. This person, I don't know who Rogers is, believes souling was traditionally practiced in the north and west of England. There's probably resources at the bottom of the article. Actually, I should give you guys this article about trick-or-treating, aka guising. And then this article is souling, soul cake. There's that. This person believes Rogers believes souling was traditionally practiced in the north and west of England in the countries of Yorkshire, Lancashire, Cheshire, Staffordshire, the Peak District area of Derbyshire, blah 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 blah. Okay. Oh, my nose is stuffed up today. My nose is running again, Nate. Yeah. Customs associated with souling during All Hallowtide included consuming and or distributing soul cakes, singing, carrying lanterns, dressing in disguise bonfires, playing divination games, yes, carrying a horse's head, and performing plays. Yeah, I guess I could have did divination too. Soul cakes. See, we don't have the soul cake in North American Halloween tradition. This is amusing. The soul cake. They do it in Portugal. That's amusing. As well as in the Philippines. Oh my god, where it is known as Pangangalua and occurs on All Hallows Eve. Wow, that's amusing. That's actually amusing. Soul cake. Alright. So back to this. Back to this one. We were talking about this. Yes. Halloween activities. Trick-or-treating, yeah. That was the whole article there, actually. This whole article is actually on the whole trick-or-treating. Excuse my nose. Attending Halloween costume parties, carving pumpkins into jack-o'-lanterns, lighting bonfires, apple bobbing. Apple bobbing, nice tradition, I guess. Obviously ties back into the whole harvest festival thing. Right, Nate? The apple bobbing? Bobbing for apples? Anybody play Assassin's Creed Valhalla? They did add the apple bobbing in there. But I associate apple bobbing with the Celtic, coming from the Celtic stuff, so I don't know why they had it in Valhalla. Mike, you're Norwegian. Do you do apple bobbing? Where did that come from? Divination games, playing pranks, visiting haunted attractions, telling scary stories, as well as watching horror films. You have done it before? So it is a tradition in Norway. Wow. For some people, the Christian religious observances of All Hallows Eve, including attending church services and lighting candles on the graves of the dead, remain popular, although for others it is a secular celebration. Some Christians historically abstained from meat on All Hallows Eve, a tradition reflected in the eating of certain vegetarian foods on this vigil day, including apples, potato pancakes, and soul cakes. The other thing you might want to do, considering that Halloween is also tied into Day of the Dead, I think. I don't know if they say that here or not. I'm pretty sure. Yeah. It is also tied to the Day of the Dead thing. But I don't think we got Halloween because of the Day of the Dead. But let's go. Let's go back. Let's go look at the Samhain article. Yeah, this is the more common history that is taught to people about Halloween. Let's go to the Samhain article about the customs, and you'll see the similarities between these and modern. Let's see. So Samhain. Happy Samhain. I wouldn't associate with anything in particular, just an activity among other activities. Interesting. Just wondering where it came from. Samhain is a Gaelic festival marking the end of the harvest season and beginning of winter or darker half of the year. In the Northern Hemisphere is held on November 1st, but with celebrations beginning on the evening of October 31st. Evening, we're heading towards the evening. Well, I'm in the Netherlands. Evening starts at 6 p.m. So, roughly 15 minutes. Since the Celtic day began and ended at sunset. Remember this. So, going back to this whole colony calendar thing. Do I still have that open here? I don't have it open here. Oh no, because it was back a few. Going back to the colony calendar, yeah, you'll see on there the days. You gotta keep in mind that the days actually start at night. That's the reckoning. The Celtic day began and ended at sunset. Whenever sunset is. Technically, yeah, so technically I'm fine because the sun has set here. So, yeah. This is about halfway between the autumn equinox and winter solstice. So, like I was saying, it is about halfway between the autumn equinox. Did I say that? I don't think I said that. But I did. I think what I was saying was... Yeah, Samhain is on... Well, Lunasa is also a halfway mark between... Lunasa, I said, was like 15 degrees Leo. That's the halfway mark between summer solstice and the autumn equinox. So now we got... And then we get the autumn equinox, and then we get Samhain, which would be at about 15 degrees Scorpio. Scorpio being... How many signs we got? Leo, Virgo, Scorpio? Is that right? Or am I missing? No. Leo, Virgo, Libra, Scorpio. Yeah, Scorpio's the 8 signs. That's 8 times 30? 240 plus 15. 255 degrees longitude is where the sun is at. And that's about the time when you would want to have Samhain. Yeah, as the third harvest festival. Really the last harvest festival. And yes, so at that point, the sun is halfway. So the sun is at halfway mark between the autumn equinox and the winter solstice. So it is one of the 4 quarter days associated with Gaelic seasonal festivals, along with Imbolc, Beltane, and Lunasa. I already mentioned Lunasa as the first harvest festival, right? So Beltane is the actual opposite to Samhain. Opposite time of the year. Complete opposite time of the year. Historically, it was widely observed throughout Ireland, Scotland, and the Isle of Man, where it is called Samhain. How is that pronounced differently? I don't know how to speak Manx, but I assume it's very close. A similar festival was held by the Bretonig Celtic people called, I don't know how to pronounce that. Colin Goth? In Wales. Colin Goth in Cornwall. And Colin, what is this N doing there? And this one in Brittany. Roughly pronounced the same way. I have no idea how it's pronounced, people. That's why we're going to be doing language learning after this. No, I don't have good audio for Cornish or Breton, sorry. Samhain is believed to have Celtic pagan origins, and some Neolithic passage tombs in Ireland are aligned with the sunrise at the time of Samhain. It is first mentioned in the earliest Irish literature from the 9th century and is associated with many important events in Irish mythology. The early literature says Samhain was marked by great gatherings and feasts, and was when the ancient burial mounds, which were seen as portals to the other world. Portals to the other world. Oh, I forgot about our guests today. I forgot about this. Our guests are going to be around more during the game stream. Actually, yes, the guests are for the game stream, but they're gonna... She said portals to the other world? It's her time of the year. See? Portals to the other world. They came out. Which were seen as portals to the other world, were opened. Some of the literature also associates Samhain with bonfires and sacrifices. I know these two authors, yes. I've read a little bit of his book. Did I read one of his books? The festival was not recorded in detail until the early modern era. It was when cattle were brought down from the summer pastures and when livestock were slaughtered. As at Beltane, special bonfires were lit. These were deemed to have protective and cleansing powers, and there were rituals involving them. Yeah, so like I said, Beltane's like the opposite of Samhain. Samhain is more about the whole death and the other world thing. Beltane would be kind of the best opposite to death and going to the other world would be probably fertility and birth and fertility. So Beltane's more about fertility rites. Samhain's more about your death rites. Yeah. These were deemed to have protective and cleansing powers, and there were rituals involving them. Like Beltane, Samhain was a liminal or threshold festival when the boundary between this world and the other world thinned. The boundary between this world and the other world thinned. Some people say the veil is thin. Veil is thin right now, people. You gotta be careful. You never know who's gonna come out. Did you see it, Nate?
Mm-hmm. I approve.
Meaning the... How do they pronounce this one? Oshi, the spirits of fairies, could more easily come into our world. Most scholars see the Oshi as... How do we pronounce this? Because it's Celtic. Oshi as the remnants of pagan gods. At Samhain, they were appeased with offerings of food and drink to ensure that people and their livestock survived the winter. The souls of dead kin were also thought to revisit their homes, seeking hospitality, and a place was set at the table for them during a Samhain meal. Now, some people nowadays, in modern time, that practice some of these things. these um, hey Patty, how's it going? How's it going? Diki, our Patty entity just hosted the stream. You get a shout out. How's it going? Welcome to Halloween. Doing Halloween themed stuff. Halloween, Samhain themed stuff. A linguistic superstar. I'm hardly a linguistic superstar. I just like languages and I like different cultures. I like culture stuff. They came out. Okay. How was your stream? What were you doing? Oh yes, music. How was your music stream today? I really have to drop by one of your music streams when I'm not terribly busy. Hold on a second, people. My nose is running too. Yes, we will get to the language learning component of this stream in a bit. Yes, happy Halloween to you too. Did you have a fun Halloween? Did you get yummy food? Where was I? Yeah, the souls of the dead. Yeah, so some people in modern times, around this time of the year, will leave a plate of food outside for their dead, for the souls of their dead kin. We should really go light a candle, dude. For the kiddies. But that was years ago. It wasn't this year. Mumming and guising were part of the festival from at least the early modern era, whereby people went door to door in costume reciting verses in exchange for food. Mumming is actually really amusing. Mummers' plays, or folk plays. Start talking over here. Was fun. Some jamming and some multilingual songs. That's cool. Which languages today? Mummers' plays are folk plays performed by troupes of amateur actors, traditionally all male, known as mummers or guisers. Traditionally, women can be mummers nowadays too, okay? I knew some people back in Toronto that did some of this stuff. Especially a few people that did this stuff. Some women. Also by local names as rhymers, pace, eggers, solars, tipteers, renboys, and galicians. I just knew them as mummers. My scary Halloween thing was singing in Chinese into a voice recognition software and see what it understands. Well, yeah, I have fun doing that every day now, every stream now with the closed captioning. It doesn't understand me. Historically, mummers' plays consisted of informal groups of costume community members that visited from house to house on various holidays. Today, the term refers especially to a play in which a number of characters are called on stage, two of whom engage in a combat, the loser being revived by a doctor character. This play is sometimes found associated with a sword dance, though both also existed in Britain independently. It does exist in North America. Like I said, I know some people that have done it, but it's more of a subculture. Alright, so that's what mumming is. Mumming, let me see, Chinese, Dutch, Swahili, Japanese, Swedish. Ooh, nice blend. Dutch. How's the Dutch? Hoe gaat het met in Nederlands? Mumming and guising were part of the festival from at least the early modern era, whereby people went door to door in costume, reciting verses in exchange for food. The costumes may have been a way of imitating and disguising oneself from the spirits or fairies, believed to be remnants of pagan gods. Divination was also a big part of the festival and often involved nuts and apples. In the late 19th century, John Rice and James Fraser suggested it was the Celtic New Year, but that is disputed. Yeah, some people still would consider Samhain to be the Celtic New Year. I kind of consider it the Celtic New Year. Oh, and Limbo Romania. Oh, what is that? Is that a constructed language? The more I learn about that language, the more it amazes and scares me. Which one? Dutch? In the 9th century, the church had shifted the date of All Saints' Day to November 1st and November 2nd. November 2nd later became All Souls' Day. It is believed that over time, Samhain and All Saints/All Souls influenced each other and eventually syncretized into the modern Halloween. Folklorists have used the name Samhain to refer to Gaelic Halloween customs up until the 19th century. Since the later 20th century, Celtic neo-pagans and Wiccans have observed Samhain or something based on it as a religious holiday. Yeah, notably, the Celtic neo-pagans and Wiccans will observe Samhain, as a religious holiday, but more about remembering the dead. Kind of a remembrance of the dead, I think. Romania, lingua romana. Oh, okay, I wasn't sure. You mean Romanian. I think you can just say Roman. I don't remember how to speak Romanian at all. Not that I really speak Romanian. I don't know how to pronounce Romanian is what I mean. So that's a little bit about Samhain, everyone. Halloween and its origins from Samhain. Well, we can look at some of the hosts. So, actually, yes, the etymology and the colony calendar, I mentioned this. The colony calendar dating from 1st century BC, the name Samhain is likely related to the word Samhain and includes the word for summer. A festival of some kind may have been held during the 3 nights of Samhain. The month name, Giamoni. Giamoni. It's almost like Giamonium's name. 6 months later likely includes the word for winter, but the starting point of the calendar is unclear. Yeah, I've actually did a little bit of research on the colony calendar. It's quite amusing. I was trying to reconstruct the calendar. Nate, you remember, right?
I do.
Yeah, I have it. I wrote it down on a piece of paper. I was trying to reconstruct the calendar. I did scan it, so I do have it like maybe as a PDF or an image somewhere. Yes, the etymology of the name. In modern Irish, as well as Scottish Gaelic, the name Samhain, usually with the definite article, Samhain, and in monks, in town. I don't know how to speak those. I don't know how to pronounce that. Older forms of the word include the Scottish Gaelic spellings. This one, Samhain. The Gaelic names for the month of November are derived from Samhain. Yeah, even nowadays, I think there has been a revivalist. There has been some revivalism in terms of like Celtic folklore and traditions. So you'll find that's what they were saying. You can find Celtic neo-pagans who have just revived some of these things based on the research that they've done about it. And it's actually quite interesting. These names all come from the Old Irish Samhain, the name for the festival held on November 1st in medieval Ireland. This is believed to come from Proto-Indo-European Sama, meaning summer. John T. Koch notes, it is unclear why a festival marking the beginning of winter should include the word for summer. One suggestion is that the name means summer's end. Yeah, but this may be a folk etymology. 1907, Whitley Stokes suggested an etymology from Proto-Celtic Samani assembly, and Joseph Vendry suggested that it's unrelated to summer because Celtic summer ended in August. Alright. Origins. You can read more about this. I think it was covered in the beginning, the brief intro. So in Irish mythology, this part might be actually kind of amusing because I like mythology. Yeah. Irish mythology was originally a spoken tradition, but much of it was eventually written down in the Middle Ages by Christian monks. Yes. There is a book that we could read, Town, I can't remember what it's called. Oh, I can't use the touch. They can't really use the touchpad. He has a problem here. Okay. I have a slight problem. Okay, I need the mouse. There, we'll use the mouse. Can we use the mouse? We can kind of use the mouse this way. No, this is a little too slow for doing this. So let's see. There's a bunch of books that were written that lists Samhain. Irish mythology says that Samhain was one of the 4 seasonal festivals of the year, and the 10th century tale, I don't know how to pronounce that, lists Samhain as the first of these 4 quarter days. There's also this tale, right? And so further down, according to Irish mythology, Samhain, like Beltane, was a time when the doors to the other world opened, allowing supernatural beings and souls of the dead to come into our world. While Beltane was a summer festival for the living, Samhain was essentially a festival for the dead. The boyhood deeds of Finn says that the She, fairy mounds or portals to the other world, were always open at Samhain. Each year, the fire breather, I don't know how to pronounce that, Alan, emerges from the other world and burns down the palace of Tara during the Samhain festival, after lulling everyone to sleep with his music. Oh, I think I remember that myth. That's an amusing one. Patty, don't lull everyone to sleep and burn down the palace. So, the young Finn McCool is able to stay awake and slays Alan with a magical spear, for which he is made leader of the Fianna. In a similar tale, one Samhain, the other world being Cúdamh, comes out of the burial mound and snatches a roast pig. Hey, don't steal our dinner! Finn kills Cúdamh with a spear thrown as he re-enters the mound. Finn's thumb is caught between the door and the post as it shuts, and he puts it in his mouth to ease the pain. As his thumb had been inside the other world, Finn is bestowed with great wisdom. Yes. Finn is bestowed with great wisdom.
Yeah, still just sticking your thumb in places.
Yes, but he got wisdom from accidentally putting his thumb into the other world.
Yeah, he learned not to do that again.
Nate, you can type that in chat if you want, but Nate is being peanut gallery. This may refer to gaining knowledge from the ancestors, like your ancestors. And there's another tale. The Colloquy of the Elders tells how 3 female werewolves emerged from the cave of Cruachan, an other-world portal, each Samhain, and kill livestock. When Cascorach plays his harp, they take on human form, and the Fana warrior Calche then slays them with a spear. I love Irish mythology. I love Celtic mythology. I generally like mythology. It's kind of why I play Assassin's Creed games, because I liked the fact that they tied in mythology to some of the stuff. Yes, the Book of Evasions is also an Irish book. Each Samhain, the people of Nemid had to give 2/3 of their children, their corn, and their milk to the monstrous Fomorians. Oh yeah, I forgot about the Fomorians, Nate.
Mm-hmm.
Would you say they're kind of equivalent to the Norse Jotun? Jotun? God, I just played the game and I forget now. What are they called? The giants? Well, I guess they're just frost giants. The Fomorians seem to represent the harmful or destructive powers of nature, personifications of chaos, darkness, death, blight, and drought. This tribute paid by Nevin's people may represent a sacrifice offered at the beginning of winter, when the powers of darkness and blight are in the ascendant, according to the later blah 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 blah. And this, the Annals of the Four Masters, which were written by Christian monks, Samhain in ancient Ireland was associated with a god or idol called Crom. Yeah, I'm not sure that part is true. Yeah, well, I think at a certain time period, Christian monks like to claim that sacrifice was being done everywhere.
Their lives were boring.
Well, they were monks, I guess.
Exactly.
Fomorians, remember that one? Yes, I remember that. I knew there was some parallel between Celtic and Norse mythology, but I couldn't remember what exactly. Should we do some mythology study streams? So, this is grumble and groan. I don't know.
We never know.
We don't really know which one's grumble and which one's groan. They won't tell us. Grumble? Grumble? Groan? They don't tell us. Alright, there's a lot more about this. The whole threefold death thing, which involves wounding, burning, and drowning. So there is lots of kind of attestation to the whole festival, harvest festival of Samhain, even in the Christian texts. Yes, I've read this. I've read that. The invasion of Ulster begins on Samhain. Alright, I think I'm going to stop reading there because my sniffling is taking over. Historic customs include bonfires. We read about the bonfires. People have seen the movie Wicker Man, the original movie Wicker Man, and there was a giant bonfire. Well, that involved in that movie involved a little bit of human sacrifice there, but it was actually watching it in modern times, like in 2020, that movie is actually hilarious to watch. That's all I have to say. Bonfires were used in divination. Yes, spirits and souls, mumming, you guys, and we talked about that. Livestock, yeah. Well, I mean, it's a harvest festival. So whereas during the first harvest festival in August, Lanasa, you would be harvesting a lot of fruits, right? In August, you'd harvest a lot of fruits, and then probably like put some aside, turn them into dried fruits so you can keep them for the winter. And then that was Lanasa around beginning parts of August. And then around the autumn equinox would be the second harvest festival, which is predominantly about harvesting your veggies and your vegetable crops, whatever was growing around that time period. And now we're talking about the geographical region where the Celts lived, which was, British Isles, in Gaul, which was in modern day France. So they would be harvesting these things around that time period. So the second harvest festival would be about your veggies. Harvest your veggies. Maybe try to save some of them for the winter, like pumpkin. No, pumpkins maybe later. What veggies are we thinking about? Corn maybe. Corn? No, corn's August though, isn't it?
Mm-hmm.
What would be hard? Oh, actually nuts. I'm forgetting. Nuts. Yes, you harvest nuts during the autumn equinox as well. So you'd harvest that and put those aside. And then, of course, for Samhain, because they're getting closer and closer to winter, you would harvest your livestock. That's when you would harvest your livestock. So we probably slaughter some of your livestock for meat for the winter. Make beef jerky. Okay, now they're talking about Celtic revival. All right. Okay, that's it for now. So that's a little bit about Samhain. And it's tied to Halloween. Halloween being one of the most fun times of the year. They don't really celebrate Halloween in the Netherlands, though, unfortunately. But we will. All right. So that's a little bit. Let's do a little bit of, let's do some Celtic languages. I'm going to switch this over to the Duolingo category now. Oh, sorry. My head, I'm right next to the mic. I might have sounded a little loud there. I'm sorry. I don't know, Mike. I might be a Jotun. Actually, I don't know. Nate might be... Nate, are you a Jotun?
No,
You're just a dwarf?
I'm a Nate.
You're a Nate?
They were very feared.
Huh?
They were much feared.
The Nates were much feared?
Mm-hmm.
Don't let Juice know that. No, stop running! Excuse me. Alright. Alright, Duolingo time. Innate. Yes. That's his nature. It's innate to him. I Nate. I Nate what? Alright, first Celtic language. I actually finished the Welsh course in here, but we'll do one practice lesson, practice review lesson of Welsh. Welsh. I like Welsh. I do like Welsh. I like Welsh because the most important... Oh, sorry, Nate. The most important thing I learned in Welsh was I thregoch. She says this Halloween's kind of strange for her, but it's fine. She's not really an otherworldly creature, but she says Halloween is fine. And of course, well, Halloween Kitty is often around, but she says it's her time of the year now. Alright, I have a Halloween cat. Okay? She's gonna help us learn languages. Maybe. I don't know. No, probably not. Innate or not innate? That question is innate. Is innate innate? Okay. You're having fun with that, aren't you? Alrighty, ready. Alright, let's do one practice lesson of Welsh, just because this is a special Celtic languages stream. Hey, they haven't revised it on me. And Nate agrees. Oh, you too. Oh. Do I want to do a practice lesson or do I want to level up for the next one? Because I don't really want to. I just want to do one lesson. Fine, I'll do one lesson.
Breakfast.
I don't remember what this means.
Breakfast.
Breakfast. Oh, we have a Ravenfall raid. What's my Wait, what? That's not right. Wait, what's wrong with my character? Oh, that's not my magic character, I guess. Oops, this is my this is my fighter, isn't it? Oops. Wait, what's his Oh yeah, so I'm supposed to be training all. Alright. Anybody else who's watching who doesn't know what Ravenfall is, this is Ravenfall. It's a Twitch integrated game that I'm I'm not currently streaming right now, but you can play it in chat. Oh, I didn't know. Yes, you can type join. That there's a thing here. You're not obligated to play, but it's kind of cool. You can play Ravenfall on any one of the Ravenfall streams. So you can have up to 3 characters, and you can use them on anybody's stream.
Brecwas.
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 I don't remember how to spell this.
Brecwas.
I was hearing a T.
Brecwas. Dwi'n prynu tegan. Dwi'n prynu tegan.
I am
Prynu. Prynu.
buying
Tegan.
a toy. I'm buying a toy. So in English, this whole construction I am buying really does come from Celtic language influence, because this whole expression is I am
prynu.
buying. Oh shoot. What's going on with my... Oh. There we go. Oh yeah, feel free to join the Ravenfall game if you want. Yeah, I didn't have it running for some time because I had a problem with the game. And then I fixed it, so... I think it was because I had like too many different versions of the game were installed, and there were some leftover files, and it got my system got confused. But I fixed it now. Do you like breakfast? Breakfast. Oh. Well, they gave me the whole thing. Heen Hoffy. Oh yeah, Hoffy coffee. That's how I remember the like part. You like. The Dihin Hoffy is kind of like, are you in liking? That's how they're. Do we dim in Hoffy coffee? Do we dim in Hoffy coffee? I know you don't like coffee, Mike. I'm sorry about that. I kind of sort of like it now, but not to the same extent that Nate does. I can't type with these guys. Can't type with these guys around. They're gonna go away for now. They'll be back later for the game stream for the real Halloween fun stuff. Yeah. That's them saying bye-bye. I still don't know which one's grumble and which one is groan. They won't tell me. Okay, let's get through a couple of lessons.
Dwi'n prynu tegan a mefus. Dwi'n prynu tegan a mefus.
Dwi'n prynu tegan. I'm buying... What was taken again? A toy and...
Dwi'n prynu tegan a mefus.
Is she quiet? She's quiet.
Dwi'n prynu tegan a mefus. Mefus.
I'm buying a toy
Mefus.
and strawberries.
Tegan.
Okay, now she's loud. I'm buying a toy and
Mefus.
strawberries. I like strawberries. Anybody else like strawberries? Coffee, coffee is what you do in the morning when you're when you huff you huff your coffee in.
Exactly.
Why is this? Okay. Oh, this doesn't really fit in my window now, does it? There, that's better.
Dwi'n bwyta brecwast.
Do I can't remember how to spell this. Why am I doing? Dwi'n
Dwi'n bwyta brecwast.
Buta? Breakfast. I'm eating breakfast. Buta.
Dwi'n bwyta brecwast.
Okay, she's maybe a little bit too loud for me still. Maybe 150 is better.
Dwi'n bwyta brecwast.
Hope she's not terribly loud for everybody else. That looks kind of loud. I'm sorry.
Dwi'n bwyta brecwast.
Maybe I just need to turn my earbuds up.
Dwi'n bwyta brecwast.
I don't know if that makes
Dwi'n bwyta brecwast.
Don't know if that helps. I think that makes it louder for you guys.
Dwi'n bwyta brecwast.
Okay.
Dych chi'n gwylio teledu?
Well, now she's quiet again. Why is she quiet again?
Dych chi'n gwylio teledu? Dych chi'n gwylio teledu?
Television?
Gwylio.
Do you watch television?
Teledu.
Wait. Do you like drinking coffee? Dych chi'n hoffi bwyta coffee? No. There's this one. It's not drinking, it's eating.
Dwi'n hoffi gwylio teledu.
Dwi'n hoffi
Dwi'n hoffi gwylio teledu.
I remember how to spell teledu.
Dwi'n hoffi gwylio teledu.
Gwylio. I like watching television. It wasn't a question, it's a statement. I'm buying a new toy. I am buying Kernewek. Taken.
Dych chi'n hoffi mefus?
Dych
Dych chi'n hoffi mefus? Dych. A chydn. Hoffi mefus.
hoffi.
Dych chi'n hoffi mefus?
Memphis? I don't remember. Memphis. Oh, that's how it sounded. Do you watch television? Do you watch? Dichin Gulio Teledi?
Ond dwi ddim yn bwyta cig. Ond dwi ddim yn bwyta cig. Ond.
But I don't like
Ddim. Dw.
I don't
Bwyta.
like
Cig.
to eat meat. But I don't like eating meat. Oh, I don't eat meat. Wait, why did I put like? I
Then.
forgot Hoffi wasn't there. If there's no Hoffi, you don't like anything, right? The only Hoffi things you like. I am buying a toy. Perfect language for Halloween. It is. That's why I'm doing it. As we were discussing, Halloween is related to Samhain, which is Celtic. So it looks like a monster to me. Wait, what looks like a monster to you? I am buying a toy. The language looks like a monster to you? How's buying again? Put in new. Put in. Ugh, can I even type? Can't even type. Yes, Welsh. It looks like. Oh, Irish is worse, so we're gonna get to Irish soon. Welcome to Celtic orthography. This isn't as bad. Okay, Irish is way worse. There's extra vowels. What was that? What was that game show? Vanna, I'd like to buy a vowel. The Irish people said, yes, we'd like to buy all the vowels. But I'm joking, obviously. I like Irish, actually. because I liked Irish mythology, so I wanted to learn Irish because of Irish mythology. Krunu. Tegan. Is it Perth or Peth? Peth? Memphis. Why is it some? Why did they put some there? I'm buying a toy in strawberries. You could just say I'm buying a toy in strawberries. Why did they throw me off and put some there?
Dwi'n hoffi caws, ond dwi ddim yn bwyta cig. Dwi'n hoffi caws, ond dwi ddim yn bwyta cig. Dwi'n hoffi caws, ond dwi ddim yn bwyta cig.
I don't know what caws is.
Caws.
Cheese. Caws is cheese. Cheese in Russian is syr. And in Celtic languages, okay, and then here
Cows.
We got cows. How are they related to the word cheese? I don't think they're not cognate, are they? But
Und.
I don't eat meat. I know. Well, even yes, but Mike, even the Germanic word for cheese doesn't really sound like cheese. Cas. How do we get cas? How do we get the k to a ch? Okay. Why does it think it's English? That's Norwegian, isn't it? Ost. Yeah, how do we get the ch sound? English, etymology, noun. Really? It is from Old English? But it's not pronounced, but how? But probably borrowed from Latin. Doublet of Casso. What? What do they mean, a doublet of Casso? What does that mean? Okay. So it's another word for cheese in Latin. What? A doublet of queso in Spanish or Latin? So, okay, fundamentally, it all comes from Latin. Dears. how did it get changed from Cassius to, what's that, Cassi or whatever, to, did this introduce a ch sound? I have no idea. In Old English. If I had more time, I'd study Old English. More Latin and ancient Greek. But I don't have that much time to learn everything. I wish I did. I want to learn everything. And do everything. I like cheese. Do in Hoffi. Oh jeez. Kaus. Und du in them. I like cheese. Do we eat them? Eat them. Do we eat them? The one thing I have to say about the Celtic languages is sometimes the word order is very much similar, well, fairly similar to English because of the borrowing of some of the constructions from the Celtic grammar into English. But this is, do is the verb. The Celtic languages have verb first, then subject, then object. Oh, did I... Wait, why do I need this? I guess I need that when I'm talking about eating. You need that when you're talking about when it follows a noun. I think when the verb follows. Oh, damn it. Coffee with the cheese. Do you like to eat cheese? But they didn't have the... Oh... The negative.
Ond dwi ddim yn bwyta cig. Ond dwi ddim yn bwyta cig.
But I don't like meat. Eat meat. Dwi'n prynu Tegan. Memphis. Du in Hoffi Kaus und I don't eat cheese. Du I them in Buta, I forgot eat.
Ond dwi ddim yn bwyta cig. Ond.
But I don't eat meat this time. Du in Hoffi Kaus und but I don't eat meat. Du I them in Buta. Okay, I think I got it this time. Oh my god. Now, when was the last time I did any Welsh? Okay, we did that. Welsh. Alright, Scottish Gaelic this time. Scottish Gaelic. Yay! More Celtic stuff. Alright, Scottish Gaelic. I'm not done this course. Wait, how far did I get? Yeah, I'm over here. We'll do clothes. Clothes or pets? I'll read the tips some other time. Let's do pets. Mouse.
Luch.
Luch. That's not very hard. Bird.
Ian.
Ian.
Ha luch beak. Ha luch beak.
The mouse is small.
Ha luch
A mouse is small.
big. Ha ku acum.
Wow, that really sounds like big in English. The Scottish word for small sounds like big in English. Talk about being confusing.
Ha ku acum.
I know, big, that's a it's a big false friend.
Ha
Oh yeah, I should remember that because in the Irish mythology, Cuchulainn, his name starts with Cu because he's related to dog.
Peta agus carriage.
Peter,
Peta. Peta.
pet and
Carriage.
a pet and a friend.
Ha e bria. Bria.
Yeah, that is pretty. He is
Ha.
pretty. It is pretty. He is
Ha.
pretty. He's pretty. Uh-huh.
Shew. Cúlainn.
I'm a puppy.
Cúlainn.
This is a puppy. Honestly, I'm a puppy. Talk about
Ha.
word
Cúlainn
sentences. I'm a
Spórsál.
puppy.
Ha cúlainn spórsál. Ha cúlainn spórsál.
I think out of all the Celtic languages between Welsh, Scottish Gaelic, and Irish, Welsh is the least confusing in terms of orthography. Cullen, Sporsal. Wait. Sporsal. Sporsal.
Ha cúlainn spórsál.
Sporsal.
Ha cúlainn spórsál.
So that L is it's a slender L or soft L. If you study like Slavic languages, they would say the L is soft, but in Celtic languages, it's called slender.
Ha peta acum.
I have a pet.
Peta.
I have a pet. Peta. Irish has the same problem that people complain about in French. What's that problem? Mute ease? I don't know, and somehow I picked up French orthography easier than Irish. Like, so many silent letters. It has more, actually, than French, I think.
Ian.
Shew peta.
This is a pet.
Peta.
Show.
Peta.
This is a pet.
Ha mi bria.
Hamibria.
Bria.
Hamibria.
Bria.
I'm pretty?
Ha.
Yeah, I'm pretty. I'm pretty. So Kitty says she's pretty. She's pretty. Isn't she? Wait, where's Language Lamb?
Ha luch snook.
Snog. Snog. I remember snog means. It's my favorite Scottish Gaelic word.
Ha luch.
A mouse is nice. Are you snog?
Snook.
Snog. He actually pronounces it more like a K at the end. Snog.
Snook.
I thought it was snog, but it's snog.
Snook.
Chill. Puppy. I don't remember puppy. I was saying Cuchulainn. Irish mythology. Snoch Dewey. Shouldn't it be Dewey Snoch? Is that the Irish? Or sorry, Welsh. Is that the Welsh one? Snoch Dewey. Wait, why did you reverse it, Mike? Isn't it the other way?
Dewey Snog.
Dewey Snog. Dewey Snog?
Dewey Snog.
That almost sounds Dewey Snog. I think the adjectives come after still. I don't have a mouse. Don't have. Ta. Achim. It's not Achim. I don't have. Han. Yeah, Luch. Luch is mouse. Achim. Yeah, Hani il Achim. Yay! We finished that one. Alright, next language. Next language is Irish. The one with the worst the worst orthography. The other thing too is the Irish course I think has less audio than the other ones, so I might actually finish Scottish Gaelic before I do Irish. I think all three of them will achieve the same thing for me, though. I'll be able to read Irish or Celtic myth okay. Just try to get the pronunciation right. Verbal nouns? Ooh, verbal nouns. I'm buying clothes. Yep. I'm buying clothes. Tashe. He's going now. Rev. See, there's no audio. Like, this is so horrible. The Irish course really just has no audio. I'm reading the historical newspaper. The door is being open. The door is... Oh, jeez, the door... A door is being opened? The door is opening. I guess you could say that. Yeah. I guess if you're narrating a story, the door is opening. I am eating. Is this pronounced like falada? I'm eating at the moment. I mean, with this Irish course on Duolingo, I can probably read Irish and understand it, but I won't know how to pronounce any of this. I mean, some of them. I know this is Tom, but some of it I just don't know how to pronounce.
Ní féidir é die nua cheannach.
Ní féidir lom édom nua.
Ní féidir é die nua cheannach.
Ní féidir lom.
Ní féidir é die nua cheannach.
Édi
Ní féidir é die nua cheannach.
nua chanach. Okay, I can't buy. Okay, this one is not. Not with me. So yeah, this is the with me prepositional. Okay, declined for first person. me, not. I can't. I can't. New clothes. I can't buy new clothes. I can't buy new clothes. But let's look at the construction here. This is to be able. This is not. Not able with me. To say I can't. Clothes, new. So suddenly the object is... Yeah, because this is still verb subject and then object. And then the other verb is at the end. Interesting. I can't. So not can I, verb and then subject. And the main verb went to the end here. But then we have new clothes. Adjectives coming after the noun. It's malum ushka. I like water and I like to drink water. I like to drink water. This means two. So you need this preposition when you're attaching the other verb.
Tá beir a hólagam. Tá beir a hólagam.
Ta bywyd. Bew.
Tá beir a hólagam.
Bew. So ta bew id.
Tá beir a hólagam.
A whole agam.
Tá beir a hólagam.
Oh, really? That is pronounced Be'ed? Wow. Lichem I let him go. I let him go. I let it go.
Níl sé ag chibia.
Nishe.
Níl sé ag chibia.
He doesn't have. He doesn't have. Doesn't have. He isn't eating food. He isn't eating. He isn't eating food. He isn't eating food. Aren't you? Aren't you able to go? Ta'ul ag. An apple. Okay, the boy has an apple. The boy has an apple. So I remember this construction. This is the is apple at the boy means the boy has an apple. He is eating it. He's eating it. And this has an accent on it, so it means it, and it's not a preposition.
Níl dul atru.
Nil dal at.
Níl dul atru.
They are inseparable. Not go between them. All right, to say not go, to say they are inseparable, you say not go between them.
Not go between them, make it correct.
Níl dul atru.
What?
Nothing.
They eat peanut gallery. I said durt me that I drank it. So this said I that drank I it. That's the whole construction. I said I drank it. Yep, in English we can leave that out. I'm reporting that. I wonder how many people are complained about it. October, why am I looking at the date? It's October 31st, it's Halloween. Yeah, I reported it.
Tá beod a whole agam.
Ta. Ver. Whole. I got it this time. Oh, actually, that actually has an accent. Why? Wait, why does it have an accent this time? I'm drinking beer. Wait. What? Why does that mean I'm drinking beer? I said that I drank it. Jeez. Alright. Time is it? It's actually almost 7. I am going to take a break because in just over an hour I will be back with another stream with some games. Actually, it will be a visual novel and a game for Halloween. Alright. Actually, no, wait. I have 2 more languages to go through. A couple of more Celtic languages. Clozemaster. So this is the Cornish course on Clozemaster, and again, I think there's no audio at all. So let's do some Cornish. I've done some before. We'll do some more now. I only get to pick that. Do you like cake? I don't know how to say cake in Cornish. Uda genes tessen? Rag gosa. Why is my bag? This is probably bag. Why is my bag empty? There is a book on the table. Oh, how do I say book? Book in Irish. I don't remember. Neither. That's probably borrowed from French or like a Romance language or Latin. I have to help. I have to help. Melon? No. It's this one. Them. We need to eat something. Eat. This feels quite different from the other 3 Celtic languages. Like, well, not quite different. It's not like it's not like it's related at all. But it's just on the coup. How do they say dog? Oh, key. I couldn't sleep. Me. Come to me. This is to me. Come. I read a book. This is read book. That was a nice guess. I want to sleep. What's the word for sleep? Melon? No. Koska? Koska is sleep? Only guessing at the pronunciation here because I have no idea. Why is this site quiet? Oh, you know what? Did I turn off the trumpet sounds? I might have turned off the trumpet sounds. Dashboard. Hold on a second. Did I turn off the trumpet sounds? I don't know if I did or not. Let's see the settings. No, that's my account settings. It has nothing to do with the actual... Okay, back to the dashboard. Where's the settings for the courses now? They don't allow me to have settings for the courses anymore. Why? Alright, next Celtic language. Think Breton. It's better to do this way. Okay, let's do some more. Again, there's no audio in this one. Lingo pie, I don't know. Binge worthy. Wow, that's a long sentence. I don't even know where to begin deconstructing the sentence to parse it properly. That's true not only for children but also for adults. I don't speak Spanish. Spanola. That's obviously Spanish. Spanola. Café ho. Fi. Po. Hopo? Café hopo? Do you want some coffee? Okay, Nate. Hopo. Cafe Hopo. Do you want some coffee? I gotta screenshot this. Wait, why is it doing that? I like this one. This was Breton. Oh, hold on. Wait. I can't see the whole thing on my screen now. There you go. That's better. Oh man. The po part just made me, the whole po part just made me laugh. Oh, sorry, not Cornish, it's Breton. Sorry, it was Breton.
Right.
Huh?
You said right.
Uh-huh. It's just funny. I like it. At least I can remember it.
Yeah.
Sort of. I'd have to see it again a few times. Oh man. Does this even have Breton? Probably not. Nah. Doesn't even have Cornish. Okay, next. For everyone else. Cafe ho. Ho? I don't think we have a coffee thing here. Skudavan, I write to Erin. I write to. What are we missing here? What's a prepositional word? Declined in some way. You have a point. Are. That would be have. The newspaper is free. This is Gazette. Gazette and newspaper. Where's this? How old are you? Well, that's cognate. What's with this N? I see a Dutch word here, but I don't know if it's pronounced blij. It's blij. Lie. Oh, the word went away. I like traveling. How are you doing? So why do we use this? It's strange. Gaul. See, I was talking about how Gaul was a area that's located in, well, is an area that's located in modern day France right now. It used to be, the place that used to be called Gaul is located in France. Gaul on. I am French. Gaul on. Oh my god.
Nice.
That is actually funny. I think that's all the Celtic languages I have that I can study. Don't think I have any others. Spanish, German, Japanese, Russian, Italian, Korean, Mandarin, Chinese, Polish, Portuguese, Arabic. I was waiting, Mike. Go off. Not French. You're not French, Mike. I was waiting for that. Oh man. We could do Irish and Welsh on here. I don't think they have much more audio than the other one. Do I want to do Irish, Welsh, and Scottish? They have all three, Irish, Welsh, and Scottish Gaelic as well on here. Okay, fine. I'll do the Irish, Welsh, and Scottish Gaelic on here as well. And then I will be taking a break because I gotta switch over to the game stream. I don't hate French. I grew up with French. It's an okay language. I'm used to it. I mean, it's familiar, but why does French get so much love? Russian is love. I may be slightly biased on that. Right, Nate?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, yeah. Did I? Oh, no, I didn't mean to select multiple choice. I meant to select text. Text input. Cheap me? Oh, okay. I don't think I got enough sleep last night, so excuse my brain. If you're English, you're just reading cheap meat, but it's probably pronounced Hethne. I thought I saw someone there. I thought I saw someone. Hethne go? No audio. This is probably pronounced Faka. Nadina Anshin. There is a pen. It is Ta. It's very romantic. It's probably Ta. Ta ort. I forget how to say going. Dude? Which one means must and which one means going? You must get going. Oh, okay. This is probably going then. What? You know, I actually do have an Irish dictionary. He arrived at midnight. This says, I'm pretty sure it's midnight. This is night. He arrived at midnight on. Oh. Kadesho. What is this? Ish. Oh, I don't remember how they spell China. No, this is China. I like China. Oh yeah, Ismalam Anshin. Ismalam Anshin. Suicide is an act of depression. I have no idea. Hey, oh yeah. We saw a funny movie last Sunday. Saw a funny movie last Sunday. What? Kadayan. Minimum salary in Australia? What is the minimum salary? This is probably minimum. What's the word for salary? Don't ask me why I looked at the multiple choice and immediately said this one. Probably because I may have seen the word for money or something related to money in the Duolingo Irish course, which I haven't yet completed and I don't remember vocabulary. But see, sometimes your brain clicks in on like the tiniest little things and guesses. Yes, I'm good at multiple choice languages. Multiple choice. Alright, next one, Scottish Gaelic. You know, I didn't check to see if they had it in other languages too. The Unrelented Demon Vault is available. Type dungeon to join. Hey, they got new dungeon names. Du bist keine Schildkröte. You are a small turtle. What? Turtle? What? What? Are you doing German, Mike? I was listening to a really beautiful song yesterday. Is this yesterday? Which one means what? It's a beautiful day. You are not a turtle. How do you know I'm not a turtle? Mike, remember? My turtle is late arriving at the Maybe I'm the rabbit and I got to the bank first and took all the turtle's money. Have you ever seen a kangaroo? This is kangaroo. Have you ever seen a kangaroo? Rov? No. Riev? Va, brochen. She had white. This is white. No. That's not white. That's shoes. What's the word for white? B? No. No. Weird. And no audio. I am sick. Tommy. This is actually, wait. Hamitin? Tin? I don't know. Han il. I have but one wish. What's the word for one? Ow. That's one. Wish. Have. This is but. This one is I have. But. One wish. Okay. The man was eating. That's bread. Eating. What's the word for eating here? Ich. I remember it now. Oh. I think I have a hunch about some of the grammar rules for this, but he will return within 3 hours. I think this is within 3. No. This is will return. He. 3 hours. I don't know. Maybe I should do some Clozemaster. Maybe you can do some Clozemaster. Oh, I'm stupid. Actually, no, I'm not stupid. Mango Languages doesn't have all these languages. Mango Languages has Irish. Oh, I can go on forever once I start with language learning. Actually, you know what? As a person, I operate on inertia. So if I'm not doing anything, I'll just continue to not do anything until something makes me do something else. And when I'm doing something, I keep doing it until something stops me. The laws of inertia, okay? Okay, I know this one has Irish. It doesn't have Welsh. It does have Scottish. Irish and Scottish. Cornish. Breton. Yeah, it has Irish and Scottish on here. That's all it has. Go back to Clozemaster. He is speaking quickly. Speaking. This is read, or means book or something, I think. There we go. Yay! Wait, which course was that? Scottish Gaelic. Okay, Welsh. That's so Welsh. Anybody else watch, what was that show called again, Nate? Torchwood. Anybody else watch Torchwood? I love that show. I was kind of sad that it stopped. Well, mostly I like the 2 main actors in the show. Really. There were just really 2 characters that were interesting. 4-day streak on what? On Clozemaster? Like I said, if Duolingo really messes up, there are other language sites that I can get massive streaks on if I really want. In English to German. Good job. Wait, do they have streaks separate for languages now on Clozemaster? It's not like 1 streak, I think, or something. Alright, Welsh. That's so Welsh. Hey, they have listening for Welsh now? Oh, no. Wait, I can't? Wait, what?
Teimlas yn unig heb ddi. Teimlas yn unig heb ddi. Teimlas yn unig heb ddi.
Tim. I don't know what she's saying. Teimlas.
teimlas yn unig heb
I
ddi.
felt lonely without her. They do. I think Memrise does as well, and you don't even get a streak if you don't choose a daily go. Yeah, I don't care about memorizing their stuff anymore. I mean, have you done German on Memrise? Do you like it? I checked out the official Russian course on Memrise, and the second unit was just basically saying, go use the app. You don't get any grammar on the website. I'm like, fine, I won't use it at all.
Rydych chi yma.
I tried it mostly Spanish on there. Yeah, I just feel like with Memrise, the way they did their website now is just forcing you to get the app because you have to pay for most of the stuff on the app version, I think.
Rydych chi yma. Rydych chi yma.
Yep, and the app says you have to pay to gain access to the... I knew it! I knew it! Nate, remember I told you? I said, oh, yeah, so I went to check out the actual official Russian course on Memrise, and it told me the grammar lessons are only available on the app and not on the website. Mike says, the app says you have to pay to gain access to the grammar. Yep. Yeah, it is such a scheme. Like, seriously. The only reason I used it is because Memrise was kind of like Anki in that you can create your own courses or decks on there. But then they messed up my courses, so it doesn't even make sense unless you pay close attention to how I set up the course.
Rydych chi yma.
Yeah, that's a massive scheme. Mike, you have to make language apps. I mean, you know that's how Duolingo started, right? The guy's a programmer, and he wanted to, he liked Spanish. He wanted to teach people Spanish, so he made the site.
Rydych chi yma.
Hiama.
Rydych chi yma.
Ima.
Rydych chi yma.
It is such a massive
Arabeg yw
scheme.
fy mamiaeth. Arabeg yw fy mamiaeth.
Arabeg.
Arabeg yw fy mamiaeth.
I'm a code monkey, not a leader. You don't have to be a leader. You just have to start it. Are you laughing, Nate?
Dwi'n wedi colli'r allwedd.
Unlimited number of monkeys typing on an unlimited number of keyboards.
Dwi'n wedi colli'r allwedd.
And drop it like it's hot. Well, yeah, it gets hot and then you sell it off to the highest bidder.
Dwi'n wedi colli'r allwedd. Dwi'n wedi colli'r allwedd. Mae yna 2-0 yn y rhif, 2010.
I mean, at least with Clozemaster, from the get-go with Clozemaster, they pretty much said, we have Clozemaster Pro. It's better if you get it, but at least it still lets you do some things for free, right? Ad sirens. Is it because it's Halloween? Possibly because it's Halloween, people are being bad out there. Possibly. Do I have to plug in my Chromebook soon? I think I have to plug in my Chromebook soon.
Mae yna 2-0 yn y rhif, 2010. Mae yna 2-0 yn y rhif, 2010.
I still like Clozemaster. I do want to do more of it. I probably will be doing more Clozemaster Dutch in the future.
Mae yna 2-0 yn y rhif, 2010.
Dau.
Mae yna 2-0 yn y rhif, 2010.
I don't know what the last letter is. I'm going to try every letter in the alphabet.
Mae yna 2-0 yn y rhif, 2010.
I don't know what the last letter is. Thou.
Mae yna 2-0 yn y rhif, 2010. Mae yna 2-0 yn y rhif, 2010. Mae'n rhaid I ni geisio'n galetach. Mae'n rhaid I ni geisio'n galetach.
So there's a lot more audio available out there for Welsh. It's hilarious. But then I think this is why Calcioro was saying if he had to choose between Welsh or Irish, he'd pick Welsh because there's Welsh speakers in Argentina. So I'm like thinking, well, that's interesting then. So maybe they preserved quite a bit of the Welsh language.
Mae'n rhaid I ni geisio'n galetach.
I mean, Welsh Argentinians, they might be kind of like French Canadians or something, and very amusing to the
Mae'n
Welsh
rhaid I ni geisio'n
back
galetach.
home.
Mae'n rhaid I ni geisio'n galetach. Mae'n rhaid I ni
Man,
geisio'n galetach.
try this RH sound. They romanize it as an RH. I can never get that sound right.
Mae'n rhaid I ni geisio'n
Try.
galetach.
It sounds like it's palatalized. Try.
Mae'n rhaid I ni geisio'n galetach.
It almost sounds like try, but it's not. It's somewhere between sh and it's somewhere between sh and ch and ch and ch. Try. It's palatalized. Feels
Dyweda
palatalized.
I byth wrth neb pwy wyt ti mewn gwirionedd.
So do people want more study streams? I've got a bunch of stuff that I want to study that I have been studying off and on. There's like, well, anatomy and physiology for one. I already did a stream for that, which is kind of cool and fun. Important stuff. Also psychology.
Dyweda I byth wrth neb pwy wyt ti mewn gwirionedd.
Could dive back into studying mythology.
Dyweda I byth wrth neb pwy wyt ti mewn gwirionedd. Dyweda I byth wrth neb pwy wyt ti mewn
I'll
gwirionedd.
never tell anyone who you really are. Programming, yes.
Dyweda I byth wrth neb pwy wyt ti mewn
Mike,
gwirionedd.
why don't you teach programming? You should do programming streams and teach us. My problem with trying to learn programming is I need a nicely structured way to learn it, and I can't find a nicely structured way to learn it. I mean, Nate's a programmer, but there's no way in hell he can teach it to me in a nicely structured way. Nate just basically goes, oh, here's some programming code, use that. I'm like, what? That's how he tells me. I'm sure if you're a programmer, you understand what he means, but when I look at it, I'm like, please explain.
Dwi'n mynd i'r eglwys ar ddydd Sul.
I thrive on a highly structured learning environment, which is why I liked school, okay? I missed school when I left, only because I missed the learning environment. I didn't miss being a teenager, though.
Dwi'n mynd i'r eglwys ar ddydd Sul. Dwi'n mynd i'r eglwys ar ddydd Sul. Dwi'n mynd i'r eglwys ar ddydd Sul.
Like, where would I start with programming? I mean, I know a tiny little bit. I know about the zeros and ones. Base 13? Base 26? I mean, I did do, like, a half-year course of computer science and got an A in it. Or did I get an A+? I might got an A+ in the half-year course. Wasn't very hard.
Mae Tom wedi bod yn tyfu barf drwy'r haf.
But it wasn't real computer programming, so...
Mae Tom wedi bod yn tyfu barf drwy'r haf. Mae Tom wedi bod yn tyfu barf drwy'r haf.
Tom has been growing a beard all summer. This is beard, Bob.
Mae Tom wedi bod yn tyfu barf drwy'r haf. Mae o'n dalach na'i frawd. Mae o'n dalach na'i frawd.
Nai? Nai.
Mae o'n dalach na'i frawd.
Nai da. Okay. Alright, so we have some on manga languages. Okay, maybe I should take a break. Actually, no, I'm sorry. I'm just going to briefly show you these on here. If you want more audio, well, we'll do Welsh. Oh, there's no Welsh on here. There's Scottish Gaelic. If you want more audio for Irish and Scottish Gaelic, I recommend Manga Languages if you can get it. If you're North America, you can maybe get Manga Languages for free through your library if you have a library membership. this has a lot of audio. All the manga languages courses have audio, I think. I can't think of any manga language course that doesn't have audio. So if you want more audio for Irish or Scottish Gaelic, definitely try this. Let's see. I'll just do a quick sample. This is the next lesson. So I only speak a little Irish. Nílach began Gaeilge an. That's what she said.
Nílach biogan Gaeilge
Nílach. Nílach.
Nílach biogan Gaeilge
Biogan.
Nílach biogan Gaeilge
That's what she's saying. And then if you click on here, this shows you the literal. Is not but a little Irish at me. So it means I only speak a little Irish.
Nílach biogan Gaeilge
So this is like saying there's only a little bit of Irish at me. I only have a little bit of Irish. I only speak a little bit of Irish.
Nílach biogan Gaeilge
Probably more of I only know a little bit of Irish. To say only in Irish, we have to say not but. So I only speak a little Irish becomes I don't speak but a little Irish. Oh, never mind that. You can have the narrator on for these things if you want. So
To say only in Irish, we have to say not but. So I only speak a little Irish becomes I don't speak but a little Irish.
yeah, kind of awkward, eh?
How do you literally say is not but a little Irish at me?
Wow,
When
that's
you mean
long.
I only speak a little Irish.
All of a sudden they give me the whole long sentence. There are actually a lot of good resources for what, Irish now? Online ones? I do have audio. I mean, I do have Teach Yourself Irish. Is not but a little Irish at me.
Nílach biogan Gaeilge
For programming online courses, both written in videos, books, etc. Okay, maybe you should just send me some. You can make me a list. I'll look at it. Maybe we'll see. So whenever something messes up on my Linux, I could be like, you messed up my Linux. Let me fix it.
Nílach biogan Gaeilge
Nílach began Gaeilge an. I think the next one will probably break it down more.
At one time,
never
all
mind.
Irish people spoke Irish. But centuries of English rule with a deliberate policy of eradicating the Irish language caused knowledge of Irish to decline considerably, beginning in the 18th century. Nowadays, although most people know some Irish as a second language, only about 3% of the population speaks it as a mother tongue. The language held out best mostly in rural areas in the West, known as the
Gaeltacht.
So by
Gaeltacht.
learning Irish, you're helping an endangered language.
That is true. Irish is an endangered language. I think Welsh is a vulnerable language, but Scottish Gaelic and Irish are both endangered. So this was technically, I've done an endangered language stream before. Maybe I'll do another one at some point. I could teach the very basics, but I wouldn't make a roadmap or a course. You're about as bad as Nate. Alright, I'm going to leave this part off here. And I'll show you a little bit. Let's look at a little bit at the Scottish Gaelic one. Okay, didn't get too far in this one. So it works the same way.
Here is how you would say, I am well.
Tommy Guma.
Hamiguma.
Oh, I remember that. Tommy Guma.
Here is how you would say, be.
B.
Listen carefully.
Ta.
Means am, is,
Oh,
or
because
are.
I'm only on lesson 2.
Let's hear that one more time. In English, we say, I am, you are, it is, etc. In Gaelic, we say,
Ha.
for am, are, and is. It doesn't change.
Yes, it doesn't change in the present, but, then there's past tense. I should turn the narrator off for the rest of this. So I'm going to do a little bit more. What is it? Ta?
Ha. Me.
Me? Me? Me?
Me.
Tommy.
Hami.
Goma.
Ma.
Or just ma.
Guma.
Guma. Sorry. Goma. Tame Goma. Oh, yeah. I think Tame Goma is the Irish one. Scottish Gaelic is Tommy Guma.
Guma.
So the difference between Irish and Scottish Gaelic is so slight. It feels like the difference between my parents' language, Taishanese, and their second language, Cantonese. Well, no. My parents probably... Actually, Cantonese is my second language. My mom grew up with Cantonese, so it's probably pretty much like a first language for her. Ma means good.
Ma.
Means good when you're describing something. But if you add the word
Gu.
in front of it to make
Guma.
it means in a good way or
Oh, okay.
well. It's a bit like the ending ly in English, as in the quick fox and the fox ran quickly.
Yeah, I understand what she's getting. Alright, so that's a little bit of that. Okay. Guma.
Guma.
Yeah, I got that. Alright. Okay. Was it 2 hours, 15 minutes? I always say at least an hour and a half for language stream. And today, in particular, a shorter language stream today, but I will be back. I will be back with some guests, with a visual novel and a game to celebrate Halloween and Samhain. Halloween, aka Samhain, or Samhain, aka Halloween. With some guests, Grumble and Groan. And Groan. But let's see about throwing a raid at somebody for now. Wait. I gotta put Grumble and Groan somewhere. And I'm gonna put this on the chatting screen. Let's see who we can raid, because I do need to take a break before I set up for the game stream, and I'll be back in approximately half an hour, maybe 45 minutes, depending. I'm gonna try and start at 8, but don't matter. The game stream will last for a few hours. I'm planning on with the game stream this evening. I'm planning starting around 8ish. I'm planning on going over midnight, past midnight, because it is Halloween, and we're gonna go over from the 31st of October to November 1st. So let's see who's around right now. What's going on Twitch, people? What is going on Twitch? This one's doing Spanish. Let's check the Duolingo category. Oh, that's fine. There's only one other person. I don't know who else we can go raid. I mean, I guess I can search. Let me see. I want to search this, see if anybody's talking about past videos, current videos, channels, categories, past video. No, I only got past videos. Never mind. I'm sure everyone's doing some kind of Halloween thing. No, why are you recommending Amaranth to me, please? How do you find current people searching? Oh, there, it's right there. It does show you. Oh, never mind. This is pointless. How do viewers even find anything on Twitch? I want to know. I mean, I guess you just look at the categories. That's the only way you do it. Nap time? Okay, I'm done. I'm taking a break and then I'm gonna start the game stream. Anyways, we are gonna go raid somebody else in the Duolingo category, and they are learning, because I think it's the family is learning Spanish. So we are gonna do that, and whoever is around, please say NinjaBot raid or NinjaBot's incoming. If you're feeling chatty, if you're not feeling particularly chatty, that's alright. Follow the raid through and you can leave afterwards. Let me just put that stream on so I don't miss out on my own raid. Because that is very to happen. Alright. So there is the raid. I will be back shortly with more Halloween stuff. And I am going to be doing a visual novel. And I am going to do a game afterwards. And both are Lovecraftian themed. I kind of find the Lovecraft stories amusing, so that's what I'm going to be doing later. And I'm sorry, I moved the mic away. So anyways, bye for now. See you all soon. Tot straks. It means see you soon. See you in a bit. Bedankt voor het kijken. Thanks for watching this stream. I hope to see you in the next one. And scene on. And right now.